and to know that it wasn't us, okay? It wasn't us. It had nothing to do with us. It had to do with this other person. And we kind of, at a young age, wasn't able to handle the things that were being thrown at us. And it changed us. And that's really sad that it changed us. And it makes us who we are today, making bad choices, letting, toxic people into our lives. So we're going to go back and we're going to heal some of that today. All right. So go ahead and find, one time that stands out was the most when I was 12. Mom and dad separated at 16. Yeah. And again, and believe me, I'm trying to combat that right now with my kids, knowing that this is not their fault, has nothing to do with them. And, some parents, a lot of it has to do with parents. We were children, right? So it's our parents' job to protect us. And being a parent myself, I can see that. And sometimes, we have to know that our parents were just doing the best that they can with what they grew up with and how they were molded, right? So we need to not blame them. We need to thank them because we are the person we are today, and you're here with me trying to guide yourself to a better future, okay, and not go down the same road. Now we have technology. They didn't before. They just, there was a lot that wasn't available to them at their age when they were parents. So it is what it is. We have to accept responsibility, okay? So we cannot blame our parents for the way that we are. That's not going to get us anywhere. We have to take responsibility for ourselves and know that even though there's bad things that happen to us and there's people that didn't do nice things to us, is that we are the ones that are responsible for taking that and flipping it and learning something from it so that we can be better people and we can share it with others, okay? So in saying that, things are just coming to me, so sorry. All right, let's get to it, okay? So go ahead and find a comfortable place to rest your head. And actually, let me just write these down here so I don't have to change. And we're going to play some music. I'm going to stick to my original stuff because I feel like it's the most healing. Sorry if you're getting bored of it. I did put a few other songs in there to mix it, but I feel as though it's the best music to play. All right, so I'm going to get the music started. Go ahead, rest your head. I'm going to ask you, the way this works, if you haven't been with me before, is I'm going to ask you to take a couple of deep breaths, and then on the last one, you're not going to hear my voice anymore, and I'm going to get to doing what I do. You're just going to keep your eyes closed. Whatever thoughts come in, just let them come, let them flow out. If you do fall asleep, it's okay. The most healing that I've ever done, I was not here, okay? And sometimes you think you're sleeping, but sometimes you're in that space in between where your subconscious is forward, and that's when you do the most healing. No, that's when you do the most healing, okay? Let me put this back on.
Powering on.
Okay. Give me one
Battery
second.
Is full. Ready to pair. Paired.
Okay. All right, so here we go. All right, so get nice and comfortable. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Let it out. Take another deep breath in. And let it out. One more time, take a deep breath in. And let it out. There we go. it out. Take another deep breath in and let it out. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take another deep breath in and let it out. Start to move your arms and your feet. Take another deep breath in and let it out. And you can come to, you can open your eyes. I'll give you a few minutes. Oh, Tammy, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay. All right, guys. The energy was a little intense, I guess I'll say. I felt it. I felt it all. What you guys have been through. Things I wrote down here is like a lot of anger. Okay, so when I first started trying to choose which chakras we were going to work on, I got the throat chakra a lot. And I got that there was a lot of anger. And I feel like for some of you, there's a lot of you in here, and many to watch, but there was anger that you didn't speak up, that you didn't defend yourself. And just know that you couldn't at that age. You didn't know how. So, so that's what I got for some of you. I also got a grandmother on the mother's side that was here, and I also got a father that has passed. So if your father's passed, please let me know. And then I also got teenage rebellion. Like, I feel like I see a girl like with long brown, darkish black, like kind of brownish, dark brown, long brown hair, kind of punked out a little bit, and like just rebelling, smoking, thinking she doesn't have to live by any rules. But I got hurt. There was a lot of hurt that came with that rebellion. Okay. And I got a lot of tears. Like I got emotional at a part during this. I think when the second song started, like I could feel your sadness, the hurt, the pain, sadness. And I got, again, like it's not you, and there is no control. Okay. So, and then I've got, towards the very end, I got a woman walking towards the sun. Like, I just feel like she was all dressed in yellow and the sun is shining bright, and she's like, it's, kind of like hippie-ish a little bit, and she's walking towards the sun. Okay. And it was like a beach. I don't know. It was really weird. It's like a beach setting here, but she's walking in the path to the forest. I don't know. That's what I saw. And it was just beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic energy. I was just going to say something. I forgot what I was just going to say. Oh, the angels. So yes. So throughout that, we went back to the past, and throughout that, I gave all of that hurt and sadness and pain and misunderstanding. I got like a misunderstanding. Like, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know, like just a lot of confusion, a lot of misunderstanding. And I gave that to the angels. The angels, beautiful angels, were here. So I gave that to them. So I don't know if any of you felt that. Oh, Victoria, maybe that was for you. That was what he was showing me. Okay, hold on, sorry guys. Okay. Amy, I'm glad that was crazy for you. I like when you guys feel stuff, so it makes me feel as though healing is occurring. Okay. Natasha, my grandmother and father both passed. Okay. Hey, Julie, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. My grandma on mom's side came through. I know the grandma on the mom's side was gonna be, I mean, that's kind of general. My father and mother are passed. Yes, that's me. Thank you. Elizabeth, you're welcome. Fernanda, your father. Wow, a lot of your fathers have passed, huh? Joan, wow, I cried, had tingles in my left fingers and hands. Yes, saw blue for communication. My grandmother passed away. Saw purple and green. Amy, I cried the whole time and felt it so deep. Good. I'm glad, guys. Victoria, my father passed. We just read that one. Okay. Amy kept rubbing my hands. That must have been the calm I felt. Thank you so much. Love the healing feeling. Neva, good. I'm glad. Ooh, what just happened? All right, Michelle. My young brother passed away suddenly a year and a half ago. We had not spoken for 7 years. I didn't get the chance to speak to him and make up. I'm full of guilt. Father passed. All right, guys, if you want to bear with me, I know I've been guiding into mediumship a little bit more, and I was going to post this on my page, and maybe let me try to do something right now, but if not, I'm going to post, maybe I'll have some time tomorrow because my kids aren't here. I think their school's canceled, but, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post on here that you guys can post a picture of your past loved ones, and I'm going to do a mini reading from the picture, okay? So bear with me. I'm still working on the mediumship, so I get what I get, and it is what it is. So hold on, just bear with me for a second. All right, and I know there's many on here, so the grandmother figure that I'm getting is coming through with like shorter blondish hair. Yeah, I wonder if I'm getting a mixture of them. Okay. Come forward, come forward, come forward. Okay. All right. So I think one of the grandmothers that is coming through has short blonde hair and is on the skinnier side, because I was getting a skinny face with a larger body, but I think it's two different grandmothers coming through. So one of them I feel is, I'm getting the name Ellen, but so shorter blonde hair, skinnier figure. Her energy is coming through, like it's not very outgoing, but she's not reserved. So she's like, kind of like, she knows who she is, but she's very... Man, this is a hard energy. Come on, give me something. Like, I guess she doesn't want to say what she wants to say. I don't know. She's pulling back. I'm not even sure if these messages are coming through. But that's what I'm getting for her. Now, on the other side, I'm getting a younger female, like a grandmother, but younger. Like, I want to say in her 50s. Now, they present themselves to me in the time that they were most happy. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this is when they passed. But the other woman coming forward, I feel, is very humorous. She's got more of a personality than this other one that was coming through. And maybe that's the short hair that was confusing me, but I'm getting her hair is more of like grayish and like brownish grayish. It's like turning, a little bit. And she's more humorous, like would joke around. And I feel like a lot of love coming from her and a lot of people around her at all times. So I don't know if any of that makes sense to anybody, but that's what I'm getting. Oh, you found out? Oh, Julie, I'm going to try to invite you. I had a whole list going, but there's like 25 people on the list. It takes me too long to invite everybody in the beginning of the videos. Always felt my grandpa loved my older sister more and felt him with me. Awesome. Felicia, I would love to hear from my grandma. I've connected to my grandpa and had the mediums, but not my grandma yet. Both my grandmothers are named Edna and Ethel. Okay. Ethel had brownish gray hair, so sweet. Was she a little bit on the bigger side, Julie? Because that's what I'm getting. Okay. The father figure that I had coming through, I feel was of I was getting of Asian ethnicity, if that makes any sense to anybody. I was seeing an Asian man, and I feel like there's two. So there's an Asian man, and then there's this other one that is brown hair. I want to say kind of Italianish, like darker skin a little bit, that type of look. They're like, I'm getting the energy from the fathers, like saying like, I'm sorry I wasn't there. So like, I want to say that these fathers passed at a younger age. Like, you were young when they passed. It's not like something where you've already grown into an adult. So I don't know if that resonates with anybody. All right. So anyway, I will post. I'm better at seeing their pictures and connecting that way and not on the spot. But, all right. So I hope you guys, oh, did I see this? Okay. Michelle, I did not get to say my goodbyes to my wee brother. I did not get to his funeral as it was right down. I have to tell him how much I loved him, Michelle. All right, Michelle, send me a picture in the post that I'm going to do, okay? I'll connect to him. All right, guys, I hope that that was helpful for you. I hope that it took you to the past and let you release some of the emotions that were attached, okay? So just remember that whatever happened to us in the past does not define who we are today, all right? So yes, it's molded us into who we are today, but it does not mean that we cannot change. It does not mean that we can't look back to what happened, okay? And I urge you to look back. I know it's painful, and that's why I like to do Reiki, because it doesn't feel as painful as sitting here like remembering it, journaling about it. Sometimes when our subconscious can go back, it can make that change for us. And I urge you to go back there. If you can afford it, please book a one-on-one with me if you really have these deep-rooted issues, so that we can start to work on them and move you forward in a better direction, and stop being so stuck, and let these emotions and traumas release out of our body and move forward to a happier life. All right. So just remember that. If you can't, please just keep watching the group Reikis. You can go back and rewatch them, but I promise you the one-on-ones are a lot better and a lot, tailored to you, and a lot more releasing. So I thank you so much for joining me.